watches and wonders, Tudor and Rolex releases, pretty boring. However, Citizen exciting this year, coming up with a more luxurious small second Tsuyosa with an upgraded movement, keeping the same price. Wanna see? Citizen is one of those fewer brands who has the ability to offer a lot of value into a compelling package. Because they are a huge umbrella brand which produces large units per model, benefiting also by the fact that they own the Miyota brand, and the new Citizen Tsuyosa is the living proof of such capabilities. The brand nailed it last year on YouTube, entering with this unusual watch into the circuit, coming up with a trending, refined, integrated bracelet concept, providing a combination between an Oyster Perpetual and a gentle design, offering basically a breeding between Rolex and an Audemars Piguet. But besides the color shape and the dial, Citizen offered super fresh colors to their creations, contributing to the candy color trend as well. The yellow model being basically the most appealing edition of 2023, providing the best ratio between price and quality. Across the year, they extended the Tsuyosa platform, offering interesting color tones like the Pantone ones, even a Cyclops-less version, but that was last year. This year, Citizen extended the Tsuyosa line model more towards elegance and refinement, combining a refined dial and a small seconds with the Tsuyosa sporty case, offering strap options as well. Technically, exactly how Tissot made with the PRX models, releasing later rubber or leather options for them, making them more adaptable. But the main takeaway is this small seconds version is an extension or a side release of the Tsuyosa line and not a replacement of the last year's release, although I'm pretty sure this is an upgrade. So this integrated bracelet concept offers a fresh design combining trending bronze and appealing colors, has a premium aspect as well compared to the price range. It's a certainty Citizen offers good finishing level and quality control, but also the excitement of a mechanical watch unveiling their decently decorated movements as well. Overall, this watch stands out because it was built in the spirit of a GADA watch, offering refinement, robustness and practicality, and I simply can't wait for rubber options for these models. When I unboxed the watch, I was surprised by the dial finishing level in relationship with the case finishing, and it felt shinier. And straight away I went to check out my yellow Tsuyosa video because I was impressed by the finishing level of the Cyclops version, but this one feels even better. So no matter what people or content creators will say, this offers a lot of value for $300. You have to believe me on this one. Especially when I'm looking at side by side with my Chopard Alpine Eagle, I simply cannot justify the price of this one. I don't know, it's 75 times more. But getting back on topic, the dial composition relies on the old Tsuyosa layout, recreated on a premium way with highly polished faceted baguettes with faceted polished hands, but also the reverse small second subdial, which is simple, elegant and effective. In this case, we cannot overlook the level of detail the brand proposed, starting with the guilloche dial pattern, but also the subdial proposed at 6 o'clock. The guilloche is a highly decorative technique used in metalwork which combines mechanical engraving and translucent enamels to create the surface. But in this case, due to the progressive diminishing of the pattern towards the center, be sure that this is made with the help of modern machining. This is not a genuine manually made guilloche dial, it's impossible at this price range. But hey, the result matters. The dial pattern is stunning, especially combined with that warm blue tone, which is warmer, balanced and pleasing to the eye, especially outdoors, offering an interesting sunburst pattern as well. And then the reversed 6 o'clock subdial is interestingly finished, has a super thin, discreet, highly polished outline, but also a discreet concentric pattern which helps the dial to pop, adding more refinement to the overall dial appeal through rhythm, finishing and contrast. What I do love about this color version has a contrasted blue small seconds hand in the same tone with the dial, which makes it pretty sober and elegant, compared to the champagne version which has a sporty orange coated small seconds, which doesn't look as elegant as this one. Now, I do believe that this dial could have been improved. The thickness ratio between the hands and the markers or the loomed markers should have been better balanced by making the markers narrower or the hands thicker. I think such subtle details are not necessarily noticeable, but the result pleases the eye, offers order and balance. Now, in regard to the case, the new Tsuyosa kept the same tonneau case shape with the hidden crown at 4 o'clock. However, I am not sure if the previous Cyclops model had the same level of finishing and brilliance as this one, but the rhythm and the polished and the brushing proposed is out of ordinary, especially for this price point. There is an interesting architecture in terms of the case finishing with the polished bezel followed by the front brush facet on a vertical rhythm, then a polished chamfer continued on the sides followed by a brushing rhythm under the case and a see-through polished caseback. So a lot of brilliance and accents to notice on a wrist roll. As specifications, this small seconds measures 40mm with 45mm as lug tip to lug tip, 12.5mm in height, 22mm on the lugs exterior, and weighs 144 grams with the full bracelet. The watch offers a hidden non-screen crown ensuring 5 bar has a sapphire crystal, and if we flip the watch we are previewing the new and enhanced caliber 8322 featuring a small seconds, silver tone bridges and ribbon style decorations, the movement offering a 60 hours power reserve and a stop second function when the watch is adjusted. As priced, the new small seconds Tsuyosa sits somewhere around $300, so there is not a difference between the actual one and the older one in price, but as quality and complexity I'd say they are uncomparable. The small seconds version feels in my view a better watch. Very interesting in regard to the bracelet, we all know that Citizen integrated basically a president style bracelet on a faceted watch head. And in a strange way, I do not dislike it. I do like how the rhythm of the angled cases change with the rounded links. But what I certainly dislike is the fact that the bracelet has zero taper. And except for the first 3 links, the rest of the bracelet is simply straight, and it adds robustness to the overall design. And if I remember well, the old Tsuyosa bracelet has a slight taper which looked better, but indeed a poor executed stamped clasp. Where in the case of this small seconds elegant version, we have an invisible bracelet with a butterfly clasp. As for the polished center links, I think they work finishing wise with the accents of the watch head, and on a wrist roll this really can be a smart refined alternative to a formal dressy watch, a good replacement for a Santos de Cartier, even a Chopard Alpine Eagle. As comfort and looks, I do appreciate the bracelet and the way it offers comfort due to the small spaced links which forms the president style, and once adjusted properly the watch offers a premium view on the wrist. Has a bit of presence but it's beneficial, the case pops finishing wise, especially the dial and the color of it. For me it's a keeper and a watch to add it in my rotation for the summer because has what it takes. So hope you enjoyed this review, I personally did. With the usual curiosity, what do you think about this new small seconds Citizen Tsuyosa? Please let me know in the comments below. And as usual, if you're new around, please consider subscribing for future episodes. Thank you very much, thanks for watching, and until next time, be brave and stay safe.